My name is Lucas Holtenhoff. It is not Terry Hoyle. She is one of our compatriots that does tech trainings and is part of our tech team. But I am Lucas Holtenhoff, and I am out of our Grand Haven, Michigan office. I am actually the rare occurrence of I am actually a real estate agent like most of you on this call. So I very much understand the benefit to this listings to leads, especially this PDF guide, because this is going to be the down and dirty. You don't need to have listings. You don't need any of that past sales history. This is just targeting buyers, targeting sellers, and providing them value to give them your email. So I'll go ahead and start sharing my screen here. All right. So we are working in listings to leads. I always go to get to listings to leads. You can go to listingstoleads.com. I find that to be too easy, and I always love seeing all the amazing resources that Schmitz have to give us. So I am from our Michigan market, so I'll go over here to the Michigan area, select in there. It brings us to our landing page for all of the resources the Schmitz have to offer. Everything that we need is going to be in this area. So I suggest always going here because you never know what you want to pick up, what you need. So, but we are working in listings to leads. So actually to get there, I'm going to go through our Moxie Works section. Over here on the right side, it says Moxie Login via Schmidt Resources. Select that. And I'm already pre-logged in, so it goes ahead and logs me in. We're working in listings to leads, so we'll go to the hub here on the upper toolbar. That brings up a bunch of tools that we have that we can link with Moxie. That tool that we're working with today, you're going to scroll down to, is going to be listings to leads. We will go ahead and get on in there. Why are you not wanting to log in now? Okay, there we go. So you should, as long as it's connected to Moxie, it should log you in there. So if it doesn't, if you're not connected, so we do need to scroll over. Sorry, got distracted by people coming in. If we go over to profile, once you go to listingstoleads.com, you want to make sure you go to your profile. Once you're in your profile on this left-hand toolbar, I know they've been changing it, so it might be in a different location for you versus where it is on the screen now. Sometimes they're going to put it up top, sometimes it's on the right, but you are looking for this toolbar that we see over here on the left-hand side, and you'll go down to profile. We want to go into CRM integration, and you want to make sure over here on the left-hand side, Moxie Works about 2/3 of the way down is selected. And you are, so mine says I'm connected. So go ahead and connect if you are not, and then you want to go ahead and save. But again, so now once you do that, we'll get to the beginning stages of listings to leads. So this is the home page. We are going to be working in the PDF guide. So again, we're on this left-hand side toolbar. If for some reason it's not there or somewhere else, you're still working as long as it has this. If we don't see PDF guides, then we'll need to get a hold of someone at Listings to Leads to make sure we get it corrected. But when you select that, it loads. So these are all pre-downloaded, awesome free guides that we can use. The previous sections that you've done with bagging leads, we have gotten into what you do when you have new listings, when you have open houses, how to do this when you're truly working on the business and you're working in it, and you're wheeling and dealing. This is going to be the side of it that maybe you're a little bit slower. You don't have something that you can market and advertise right now, or you're thinking, I'm running around with buyers way too much. I want to target to get these sellers. These are guides, and as you can see here, seller, 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 buyer, buyer, seller. they're all catered to exactly what they're there for. So you have all these, and when you scroll down, there are so many to choose from. We can even go ahead and load more. So again, these are all free guides. How much does it cost to furnish a house? That's a great one for a first-time home buyer. So just whatever you're looking to navigate, we have a topic for it. Divorce in real estate. If you have a great friend that's an attorney and they're going to be handing you over divorce business, this might be a good one to keep getting outside of that referral network business because you're an expert on it. But once you find an ad that you want to go ahead and use, let's just say we're going to do this seller one, 15 things a new homeowner can do to save money. We have created an ad. So that's what we've covered. And just like anything else, you can go ahead and create an ad on Facebook. So I'll click this, and they do have a Spanish version or an English version. So when you select the version you want, it'll bring up your ad create. So that's the stuff that we've covered in previous weeks. That's the stuff that costs money for boosting your post or everything. So they do still allow you to do these PDFs as an ad through Facebook. So if you are boosting and want to do stuff, that's awesome. What we'll cover today for the most part is going to be how we can use these tools in a free way. So I'm going to get out of this tab and go back to all of my PDFs here. And then we have the idea where we can download it. That's just going to go ahead and download. I'll go download the English version. Once it downloads for us, this is the PDF that comes up. This is what you will be sending people when they give you the information. So this is that value you are trying to get them to sign up to give. So you want to make sure 15 things a new homeowner can do to save money. Scroll through it, make sure it fits your bill as far as install programmable thermostat, lower temp of your water heater, little things like this to save energy for a new homeowner. And it's just, so these tips are going to be there through the PDF, so you know exactly what it's saying in case a client asks, what the heck were they saying about this? Or that was such a good tip. So it's showing you the value, and you can go ahead and send this and download this and send it to someone exactly how it sits. The downside of doing that is this isn't capturable when you just send an email of it like this. So we want to use what they call a landing page here. So when you go over to the far right of the little dots on the picture, so you have download postcard, download QR code, or view landing page. View landing page is going to be the primary one that we're going to want to use and focus on. So when I select that, it brings you to our landing page where we can gather in the information. So in order for them to access that PDF that we just looked at, we go ahead and ask them to put in their phone number, address, and their time frame to sell. And once they do that and fill that stuff out, they can then go ahead and download that free PDF guide, or they can use an email address instead. So that is how we are capturing their information. It's giving us their email address if they go that way, or phone number. It's giving us their address if they own a house, or if we can tell if they own or are renting. And it lets us know how determined are they to actually get moving. So this is going to be that landing page, but we want to know how we can get this out to people. So I'm going to open up a new tab real quick and open up Facebook, because we all know we use Facebook, and it is an amazing tool to create business and get information in front of people. So we've all done Facebook posts. We've all gone to the MLS and done the permalink that gets people to the link of to the link of the house, or the permalink to our Coldwell Banker site. So with this, the permalink is just simply grabbing the URL from the top. So when you go ahead and copy that, we'll then go over to Facebook, and I'm going to jump over to our Sold by Gleason page, if I know how to work Facebook. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm on my business page for our team sold by Gleason. Now I want to go ahead and post that guide. I'm not actually going to post it because I did not look to see who I was doing, what I was actually selecting. But so here's creating a new post. When I hit copy and paste, that user guide comes up. That user guide is a clickable link. It doesn't give them the full PDF. It just gives them a little enticing little snippet to be like, oh, I want to select that. Once they select this link or the picture in the link, that brings them back to this page. That is our landing page for this. So then they go ahead and add in their information. So it is a couple extra steps, but again, it is a free ad that we're looking at doing here. So it's not going to be the most streamlined, but this is a great way to go ahead and get it out to email, or sorry, to Facebook. Now, let's say you want to do a more targeted ad and you want to go, or targeted audience, and you just want to go ahead and do it through email. So we have, I'll get out of this landing page and bring us back to these, to all of our PDFs here. So if you want to actually create an email blast, you are going to, same way that we just did that Facebook post, you are just going to go ahead and with that copied URL, you could go to Moxie. I'll just show you how they do it on follow-ups here really quick. But we will want to use it through your CRM that you're using. So Moxie is going to be the route that you're going to want to go through if you're using Moxie. But yeah, so you'll go ahead and create. So this is through listings to leads with it. So you'll create an email address, and I'm just going to call this a test. It's going to be, the sender is going to be my Coldwell Banker Schmidt email. And then the contact list, I want this to go to my seller leads. This is going to be, again, something specifically in listings to leads if I had people organized that way. But if you were going to use it through Moxie, you'd be doing all this stuff through the Moxie side. So then you hit next, because I just want to show you what the email is going to look like. So they give you this information. You can go ahead and change up your subject line. If you're not sure what you want to put in for that email blast as far as information, we know you first of all need to hit and copy and paste that URL. So again, that's our landing page. That is the hot link that gets the people to the page, that gives them the ability to log in, give us our information that we're looking for in order to give them the information they're looking for. If you're wanting to advertise it, make it look a little nicer, you're not sure how to get people to want to click on it, you can go ahead and use the ad section. Let's see, where did it go? We'll go back here. So we'll go to ads here. Oh, sorry, PDF guides. This is what I was looking for. So we go down to the one we were working in, which there we go. This is the one here. And then we want to, where did it go? Create ad, so English version. And this is where our creativity gets away, and we can just go ahead over to this right-hand side. This is what it would be like if you created an ad with this one. Well, we don't want to spend the money on doing it, but we're going to use all the fancy lookalikes as it goes. And I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste this. Go copy, go over to the PDF guides. Oops. Oops, sorry, I jumped ahead of myself there. So yes, so we have to go back and create that email blast. And just make sure you have your, oops, I'm getting ahead of myself in two ways. I'm so sorry. So yeah, this is the way you can copy and paste, but you need to make sure you copy and paste both the URL and that information in there, because if you don't have both of them, you're just giving them a fancy little snippet without the URL. So you need to make sure you have both things opened up. So I'm going to go ahead back to our PDFs here. And this is just so we can send a test email to see what it looks like. This, and then again, you're wanting to do this through whatever CRM you are using. But let's see here. Sorry, I'm backtracking so much. Where did I put it? There it is. So yeah, now we have our landing page, we have our ad, and then we have our PDF guides. So we have the 3 pages we need open. My apologies for the confusion there. So again, create email blast, test, select contact list, next. We want it to look pretty. So we have that. And then we need the landing page actually, so we need to grab the URL from that. Once you have those 2 things in there, or if you want to just give them the straight PDF, you could download the PDF. But again, the PDF is a downside because it doesn't give them the contact or the link to actually give the information to. You are just simply giving up the information. But again, if you are giving an email blast, you already have their information. So it goes back and forth to how you want to do. If you're looking to do this on Facebook, you want to make sure you have the URL and they can get to it. If you're giving it to your actual clients, you can download the PDF and go that way. But once you have it, the email blast, how you want to go, you will go ahead and send a test email. I have it coming to my CB Great Lakes one, so I'll send it. I'll click over to that email. There it is. So voila, that is how it's going to display. It brands it to yourself. You have your picture there. You have all the information. But again, this is the blue link we care about. When I select that, it brings me to the landing page. That is our big ticket item because that's what people are going to go ahead and start selecting, putting in their information to gather more clients, future buyers, future sellers, hopefully not headaches. But other than that, I want to go over a couple other things with the PDF guides here. So I work on a team here in West Michigan, and we go from everything to modern day social media marketing to billboards to postcards to whatever we need to do. We want to make sure we're covering the bases and doing it. So this is another way where you are now looking to canvas the neighborhood that you want to start getting sellers in. Or you're looking to hit an apartment complex because you're hoping to get some people that are renting out into the buying world. So using a mailer is a good way, and the mailers are paired up with a QR code. So when you download the postcard, so I'm just going to do whatever, this top right one, the short sale. When we download that postcard, if you want to do a front side and a back side, you can. But to do it cheap, because of mailing, you're still going to have to pay for postage. You're still going to have to pay for printing. When we just do that front side, once it downloads, you have this nice postcard here, one-sided. It's just going to be blank on the back side. But the QR code at the bottom right is the big thing there. That is a live link that someone can go ahead and take their smartphone out, click that, and they are going to get all the information. If you were to send this postcard, they'd get all the information on a short sale. So if they're upside down in their mortgage, they are going to be the ones that go, you know what, I need to know more about this. So that might not be a great one to throw around right now, but there's definitely plenty of guides. There's 75 new guides to look through. So there's going to be one specific to where you want it to be. But the main thing is we want all these links to get us back to them giving us their information. So that means it's getting them back to this page here. It's whatever the 15 things new homeowners can do, the short sale, whatever it needs to be. This is the page we need to get people to, because this is how we get our emails to build our client book. So that is kind of the PDF guides in a nutshell. The big thing is you can do this pretty fast. Once you get used to it and going into it, it's meant to be something that shouldn't take more than 2-3 minutes once you're comfortable with it. And when you find and you know exactly what guide you want to do, the hardest part right now is going to be choosing between all of the different guides and what one you think is going to provide the most value for you and your clients and the people you want to work with. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to shout out. Otherwise, thank you so much for attending. It's been fun.
Thank you so much for hosting. Keep in mind we have one more session of Bagging Leads next Wednesday at noon, and there is a new feature coming out, including Google AdWords. So we're pretty excited about it. So make sure you come back next Wednesday at noon. Lucas, again, thank you so much. Don't forget to head to schmidtvideoclassroom.com for our Bagging Leads playlist for all the sessions in case you've missed one. So thanks so much, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Carrie.
Bye now.